Are we supposed to use our real government names now? Are we done with the Hugh Blackmans and the? Are we done with that?
I guess so.
I guess we are.
I guess so. I don't fucking.
It's gone.
People know my face, so people know who I am.
Yeah. Okay. Will Robertson here. I gotta get used to saying that.
It's your boy Burt Reynolds. Today's topic.
Wait, OnlyFans?
Part 2.
Yes. The reason why we're covering this again, recently, Bad Barbie, is that her name?
Bad Barbie, yep. Danielle Bregoli.
Yeah, that name though. She recently in 6 hours hit $1 million. Got $1 million in 6 hours. So we basically want to discuss why that is kind of definitely an issue now.
But that's an issue, but there's an issue beyond that. So she just turned 18.
Oh yeah, ooh.
And she just joined OnlyFans. And she has now made that $1 million in like 6 hours or however long. It's probably, and this was yesterday, so it's probably way more now. Mm-hmm. But for me, the issue is it's the amount of grown men who are there like just waiting, until she turned like 18, to subscribe to her OnlyFans. I just feel like that's a level of predatory behavior that is, in my opinion, just uncalled for. Everybody knows her lifestyle. She's living that Thotty McThotterson lifestyle.
Yep.
Unfortunately, a lot of guys are attracted to that aspect of her. And everyone knows she was underage when she started her career.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely underage. And guys would still have their thoughts.
I guess we should probably give a little background. I don't know. Most people would remember her from Dr. Phil.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Cash Me Outside. I can't say it as eloquently as she does, but that started her whole thing, and from there she started doing collaborations with rappers, clothing. She did all kinds of things. So in a way, she blew up from that little instance on Dr. Phil to where we are today.
Yeah, and it's like we're at a whole new level of buffoonery.
It is. And we're looking at the side, the male perspective of it all, a little bit of how that makes dudes, it's real creep. But look at, what does it say to the females? If I'm a young woman around that age, or period, if she can do this, then I can do it, which is not realistic at all. You can think it encourages you all day to do it. Well, she's doing it. Somebody's taking care of her. Well, that's a few small in between men that, whether she's in their DMs or whatever, right, promise them false hope that she'll be with them, or at least, how any women who do any of that stuff on OnlyFans does to get people to sub to them.
The thing about it is we dropped a video previously about OnlyFans, and you can say now that she is in that top 5% of OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's conclusive, and that's they wouldn't print an art, they wouldn't put that out there. She legitimately.
So what's funny, when I was looking up, keyword research for posting on OnlyFans video, I saw some weird things on YouTube. A bunch of guys on YouTube talking about, I subscribe to Bad Barbie's OnlyFans so you don't have to. You kind of still a simp regardless of it doesn't make it any better. You're just. I'm
saving you some trouble, guys. Look, guys, I went through it to find out what the deal was, so you didn't have to. Come on, bro.
It's you're one of them, which power to you, but
exactly
you can't soften a blow by doing that. And the thing about it is, it's not the first time I've seen it. There was that with
you talking about
Belle Delphine.
Yep,
Belle Delphine. Right. Yeah, people were doing that,
losing their mind for that, and certain celebrities hop on now. There are we all know statistically, men do not make as much money on OnlyFans as women. There are what we call anomalies. So Chris Brown, because he's Chris Brown, so he's been doing music and everything since he was 15 years old. So we've got him. So yeah, Safari, DJ Khaled, and Trey Songz.
DJ Khaled's on OnlyFans?
Yes, and to give background, not like that. It's to give, and they're using a lot of them, not saying, I don't know what they do per se, but DJ Khaled at least is behind music. So how he makes beats, how he does these collaborations, what happens at their concerts. So as there are certain men, but those men represent 1%ers. They're 1%ers. They're entertainers. They're 1%. That doesn't generalize things. An average woman can get on OnlyFans right now and do better than an average man ever could.
It's one of those things that we're living in a world where men are the ones or the primary consumers being marketed to.
Yes.
And what appeals to men is beautiful women.
Yes.
Women play a huge aspect and a huge role in our purchasing decisions.
But another big issue that makes this whole thing, she made $1 million in 6 hours.
Like I said, this is the thing. Grown men, I'm talking like 25, 30, 40, they were waiting. They were like, all right, she's 17. Her birthday about to be tonight.
Yeah.
She gonna post that OnlyFans. I'm about to subscribe to her. I got the money saved up. Stimulus check. We about to do this.
And it's just
And that mindset, I feel like if you have that mindset when someone is not 18, you are just as bad as someone who were to act upon any kind of sexual things with a minor. Period. You know, you're already thinking that's already a bad thought. So
but I mean, on the other side of it, if you take a look, for a man to attain that, you know how much work he would have to do? How different it is for a man to be able to make $1 million. A man would have to, first of all, add value to people's wives, figure out a niche with what they're really good at, and just build themselves up. It would take them years to get to that.
Well, let's talk about the sexiest man alive. If Michael B. Jordan were to start an OnlyFans, he still wouldn't see those numbers because about 80 to 90% of OnlyFans audience base is men. Women aren't going to join OnlyFans to see Michael B. Jordan. Well, they might, but even still, the fan base isn't women.
No, it's not geared towards women at all. It's geared towards men. It's giving younger people the wrong idea, and it's feeding into this machine, just like this council culture and everything. It's young people. It's y'all under the age of 25 that are making a big deal out of a lot of things. It's creating this mentality of, if I don't agree with something or other people don't agree with me, it's an issue. Or, this is how we need to be for now. I don't know how we got so lost in all this. So lost that this is acceptable. This is just an acceptable behavior. So,
hey, you know what? Make your money the way that you need to make your money. It's selling beauty, selling looks, that's easy. But at the end of the day, 20, 30 years from now, those looks are going to diminish.
Sometimes quicker than that.
And people are going to try to spend this money and have these surgeries and do these things. And it's either going to be a success or it's going to be a terrible, terrible disaster, and then you've done fucked up your body.
Either way, it's irreparable damage. You're messing with yourself because now you're addicted to this attention. So now you got to keep one-upping it. All right, what can I do next to keep these people attentive, keep me interested, keep them invested in me, this and this and this. And do you think a lot of people, then what do you think happens? These people view you as only one thing. Ooh.
And that's the thing is, I wanted to say this in the last video, but I could end it here. Basically, OnlyFans is a business of addiction.
Yeah.
Addiction or sex addiction from the consumer, and addiction from the creators to sell themselves in such market. So, with that said, my name is Malcolm Eugene.
Will Robertson.
And we're